Experiencing roller coaster transactions? Creating predictability in an extremely unpredictable transaction. Details of the process. Knowing who you are working with de-stresses all the hiccups and details. No two transactions are alike. None. Working with your trusted real estate professional who has experienced the process from every possible angle and has been through a zillion scenarios, working hand in hand with attorneys, probate judges, mortgage brokers, appraisers, and structural engineers, just to bring the contract to a seamless close. And all this is before permits are pulled and a hammer is allowed on the property. I am filming in Dumbo, Brooklyn, on Old Fulton Street, home of the famous clock tower, where the 17-foot ceiling loft is actually on the market. Let's chat about knowing who is actually the decision maker when purchasing a property that is an estate. Extremely crucial to be cautious that the one you are dealing with and wiring your deposit to via your attorney is indeed either on the deed or executor of the estate, meaning he or she is the one with power of attorney to handle the deceased property. Often here in Brooklyn, property owners die intestate. Translates into passing away without a will. Not until a surrogate judge stamps his approval on which heir is in line of succession may the property be sold. Buyers, be patient. The first question I ask a prospective seller is, who is the name on the deed? I always ascertain that the one signing the listing agreement is the one authorized to actually sell. And even then, right to sell, snafus do occur. It is not problematic as long as one is adequately prepared for these hiccups. Then these issues just become stumbling blocks that are dealt with, rather than deal breakers that cause contracts to crumble. Two recent real-life scenarios. One, after the deed holder confirmed that her sister, who was also on the deed together with her, had passed away childless, and the person I was dealing with had no husband, children, or parents. I immediately secured for her a vetted all-cash buyer, only to be told by her attorney that the process needs to be put on pause. Unbeknownst to the seller, her parents deeded the estate to her and her sister in a tenancy in common ownership, rather than a joint one. The difference is that all the possible heirs to the deceased party on the deed must be lawfully notified of the sale and notarize her approval in order for the contract to be valid. Despite the sister, in that particular deal, having passed without heirs, the law of a tenancy in common ownership bounces the succession to her parents, who were also no longer alive. Yet, all the parents' heirs can thus claim a piece of the pie. And in that particular scenario, the parents did indeed have a grandson from their third child who was not on the deed. Didn't matter. That grandchild had a rightful share in the estate and delayed the contract execution for another 3 months. I prepared my buyer and apprised him every step of the process until the judge actually stamped his approval on the paperwork, thus enabling him and his wife to patiently wait out the escrow period, knowing that their trusted real estate professional was ironing out all the wrinkles. 1, the grandson actually signing off on the sale. 2, the surrogate judge stamping his approval on the sale. And 3, the occupied upstairs tenants vacating the property. No worries. Each issue was expertly and seamlessly dealt with in order that both my buyer and seller were able to finally seal the deal at the closing table. In what was supposed to be a 30-day close, 5 months later. The second scenario was a deal we are thankfully scheduled to close on next week, 7 months after the contract was fully executed. no worries. Patience is key. And my millennial buyers have it in spades. With the security that I am in control and constantly communicating with this particular executor who is following the probate procedure that can be painfully stretched out. And this is a scenario where all the heirs are on board and in agreement of the sale of their deceased uncle's townhouse. At the end of the day, it is all a waiting game that eventually will come to a close. Lesson learned. Patience is key when dealing with estate transactions.